Okay, so welcome to UFC Fight Night 111, Holm versus Correia recap. The fight's just finished. We're going to go through from top to bottom. Holm and Correia was a very tentative affair in the first two rounds, with the referee even stopping and warning them for timidity. If you haven't seen this before, it's because it rarely happens inside the UFC, that fighters are going to be warned that they have to fight, that they can't just keep moving around. Round three, bets Correia, calls her on, dips in, I don't know, for a takedown or something. Holm goes with a question mark kick, beautifully turns the hip, smashes her shin into the side of Betch Correia's face, and it's good night, Irene. In the co-main event, Marcin Tybura took down Andrei Arlovski in the first round really early, and from there he landed hammer fist after hammer fist after hammer fist, or rather he was throwing them. Arlovski did very well moving out of the way. Probably another fighter you might have counted him out, but Arlovski managed to withstand that, stood up at the end of the first round and was teeing off. Second round, both guys looked pretty tired, but I would give it to Arlovski. Third round, Tybura managed to take him down and just kind of hold him there. Tybura won the fight. I don't know that he'll have won too many more fans with that kind of performance, but that was what it was. Then moving down, Colby Covington against Dong Hyun Kim. This was, again, not an amazing fight. The first round was mainly Colby Covington controlling him, grinding him against the fence, grinding him on the floor. Dong Hyun Kim managed to stand up in the last minute and did much better. Second round, Dong Hyun Kim was doing well until Colby Covington got hold of him and took him down. Colby rocked him with a left upper hand and then swarmed him, took him down again. And in the third round, Colby Covington was winning on the feet, took it to the floor, and the scorecards were a little insane. 30-25, 30-26, and 30-27. Unanimous decision to Colby Covington. Then the only fight that really went a little bit different to what I was predicting was Rafael dos Anjos against Tarek Saffiedine. I thought Saffiedine would be too big and too strong for him. But actually, RDA did pretty well. Saffiedine took him down early in the first round, tried to control him, but RDA got a Kimura in. He didn't really have control of the body enough to utilize it. When they got back up, RDA did very well on the feet. At the end of the first round, or between rounds, it was a bit of a weird situation because Saffiedine didn't have his mouthpiece back in, and then the referee was telling them, get back, and neither of the guys was listening. They both kind of just stood in the center of the octagon waiting to start, but neither guy was behind the black line, and they restarted. Round two, the main thing you can take from round two was there were two illegal knees from Rafael dos Anjos to Tarek Saffiedine. Saffiedine had his knee down, which means he's a downed opponent under any rule set. It appeared to me that the referee called the first illegal knee or warned him, and then just ignored the second one. I mean, you have to give the round to dos Anjos, but really that was a poor decision by the referee. The referee should have given Saffiedine time. He should have taken a point away from dos Anjos. Very, very poor refereeing. Then in the third round, there was pretty even on the stand-up. It looked like there was an accidental eye poke, and Saffiedine got poked in the eye. Both fighters stopped rather, and the referee told them to keep fighting. Now, if one fighter connects with the other fighter, in an accidental way, and they both stop, it's quite obvious what happened. I mean, fighters, especially in the skill level of Rafael dos Anjos, don't stop when they've injured a guy. They swarm them. Dos Anjos turned it up and he won the fight. Now, whether or not those incidents affected the outcome, I don't know. I think Rafael dos Anjos looked a lot better on the night. Saffiedine looked quite tired. But, two illegal knees to the top of the head will change anybody's night. Ask Chris Weidman. If you get kneed illegally in the head twice, you're probably looking at a concussion. So I don't know if Safadin would have done better without this or not. But like I said, I did pick Arlovski to win, and he didn't, but I kind of predicted that Tybura would do that to him. The Rafael dos Anjos I got wrong, but everything else, the other 7 that I predicted were correct decisions. So we'll run through them quickly. John took Gomi down, rear naked choke, very quick. Walt Harris won by TKO, stood over Cyril Asker and knocked him out. Alex Caceres beat Ronaldo Dai. When I actually predicted the fight for Caceres versus Wang. Dai was a late replacement. This was stopped between rounds because of an eye injury. The referee, Neil Swales, if I remember correctly, called in the referee, the doctor, the ringside doctor. The doctor said he could continue, but it was obvious that there was that eye injury. The guy had his eye closed, and the referee called it off. Anybody who says that that's a bad decision by the referee is insane. If you can't see out of your eye, you can't protect yourself properly, and more referees should be brave enough to stop fights in those situations. Yuta Sasaki won by rear naked choke, which I think was my exact prediction. Jinglang Li won by unanimous decision. That was characterized by a very good first round for Frank Camacho, and then the leg kicks from Li really taking away the power from Camacho. Russell Down, very impressive, beat Juan Hua Quack by knockout, TKO punches. Naoki Inoue beat Carl John de Thomas. I didn't really get to see that fight too much. I saw the decision, but the first 2 fights I was kind of distracted with other responsibilities. First fight, Lucy Podolova beat Ji Young Kim. I understand that was a maybe controversial, unpopular one, but I just saw the kind of reaction at the end of the fight. I didn't really see the fight, so I'm not going to say too much about that. In terms of other things going on in MMA, Matt Hughes was in what sounds like a horrible crash between a car and a train, and typically a person in the car doesn't come out well from that. So, all the best to him and his family. And also we will have our take on the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather money matchup this weekend, and we'll probably do something around the Bellator New York City card. Okay, so like, share, comment, reply, all that fun stuff, and watch out for the Mayweather stuff.